I'm Hannah Palm, and I'm a junior.
Hi, Head Coach Brooke Good.
I'm Megan Bamba. I'm a senior.
Yeah, Connor, ask some questions.
Coach, start with you. Obviously, how much did it help to have already played Hopkins earlier in the season, and what did you guys adjust after the loss to stay closer with them and really have good chances to win the game today?
Sure. Yeah, I definitely think it helped us going into this game. You're a little bit familiar with the stadium, the surface, familiar with personnel as well, and so it definitely helped us. I think it influenced our game plan, and I think it also built confidence because we were a very different team when we played them earlier in the season. I feel like the improvements that we've made since then really did influence the way that we came out today, both in execution of game plan, but also then confidence overall.
And then defensively for you guys, they had a lot of chances, a lot of corners, and they only scored on one of them. Mm-hmm. What did you do in this game? I know the 3 goals versus the 4 earlier, not a huge difference, but it seemed like you were able to shut down their offense a little bit more. What was different in this one?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have a very strong defensive unit in our back third, and I think that we really strive to work together and collectively, and that group just makes great decisions. They're aggressive, they have complete trust in one another, so I think they're more willing to take risks as well. And so like I said, we just pride ourselves in having good, solid core defense, and that's all across the field. But I thought we did a really good job rallying and bouncing back in the corner defense, knowing that some of those corners were a little questionable. So there's times when a corner's called and you just see a little bit of that defeated almost mentality, like, really, why was that called? And so to be able to quickly turn around and be focused and ready to execute, I think that says a lot about our team and our preparation.
And Megan, when you're in the cage and it's corner after corner after corner, how do you keep your defense together for that to continue to get the ball out of the circle and keep them out of the goal?
Like she said, we just have full confidence in each other and know that we're going to make a good stop. And our mantra is forward and out, and that's capitalizing on the opportunity the other team might have and taking it forward ourselves. So it's just an opportunity to get the ball back. That's how we look at it, yeah.
And how do you kind of reflect on your career at Messiah? Maybe it didn't end the way you wanted it to this year, but a lot of wins,
Sure.
a lot of wins in your career.
Yeah, it's been a great experience at Messiah. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Obviously, it's not how I wanted it to end, but I think that we showed a lot of grit today, and that's all I can ask for, that we gave it our best and we committed the rest, and that's basically all I wanted today.
Hannah, 2 goals today. You really got the offense going as you have all season as the team's scoring leader. What kind of opened up for you today? It seemed like, especially on that second goal, you guys almost kind of caught Hopkins napping to take the lead in the third quarter.
Just always being on that post and being ready in the circle. Coach always says just be ready at all times because you never know if the ball's going to sneak through. Mm-hmm. So just capitalize on those moments.
And then, Coach, last thing for you, you guys obviously had a great season that was ended by the Blue Jays last year and lost so many starters from last year. How do you look at this season with so many new players into the starting lineup? How do you assess it?
Yeah, I said to the team after, we as a coaching staff are so proud of them because we feel like this season, from where we started to where we ended, I'm a realist, but I'm an optimist, meaning I always want our trajectory to go up and to the right, but I realize it tends to be more like this and up and to right? And I feel like where we started and where we ended, there was such incredible growth for us this season. Where even in past years, where people could look at us and say, oh, they were better those years, our level of improvement and cohesion was much more like this. Where to see us really take off in these last few games has been so wonderful. And so I think we were highly successful. I think after the first few weeks, we had a couple really tough losses, and people totally discredited us. You have 4 losses against really good teams. I don't think some people didn't think that we would be here today. And so it's a credit to them. It's a credit to their work ethic and the leadership that our upperclassmen provided, that we were going to grind it out and we wanted to be here. We knew we could be here. And so I think a lot of people gave up on us very early, but we never gave up on ourselves. And again, to see the individual growth and progress throughout the season and then the collective growth and progress, I'm so proud of them, and I just think we did a tremendous job. I think that game could have gone any way. Obviously, we were on the losing side of it, but we keep our heads up because it's not about those wins and losses for us. It's about so much more. We walk out of here, heads held high, great relationships, great friendships, great experiences, and that's what we want more than anything.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.